Three different candidates, three different races, a single goal: get to Ottawa. As the federal election draws closer, three big-name BC politicians are gearing up for career-defining races. One of them a nomination contest between two colleagues. But why take the leap? What if they don't make it? And if they do, what kind of challenges can they expect to find them in Ottawa? Her resume is impressive, and she's seen as a hero of sorts for being one of two NDP MLAs to carry the torch during the dark years following the party's decimation in 2001. But if Jenny Kwan hopes to get to Ottawa, she will first have to get through her caucus colleague, Mable Elmore, in a nomination race to represent Libby Davies' seat of Vancouver East. As an MLA, Kwan has represented the constituents of the provincial riding of Vancouver Mount Pleasant for almost 2 decades.
I can go on for days in terms of the issues, but you know, I've, like I said, 25 years I've dedicated my life advocating, fighting for this community, and I want to bring our voice over there to Ottawa.
Standing in Kwan's way is Mable Elmore, NDP MLA for Vancouver Kensington, who is renowned for her organizational skills and ground game. While she might not have Kwan's political experience, Elmore has upset foes in the past, knocking off Ginny Sims in the 2009 provincial NDP nomination race. A champion of social justice and affordable housing, Elmore says she wants to play an active role in bringing down Stephen Harper.
We have a lot of overlap with issues, you know, municipal, provincial, and federal, but also feel strongly about where Stephen Harper is taking our country. And I think he's really undermining what it means to be Canadian, and so wanted to play a role to defeat him in the upcoming election and really get people involved.
With more seats up for grabs, Mario Canseco, Vice President of Insights West's Public Affairs Division, says the upcoming federal election is shaping up to be an exciting one. As for the nomination race between Kwan and Elmore, he said both candidates have a lot to offer.
It's a fairly safe seat for the NDP as well, so it's one of those cases where the election to find the candidate for the NDP is going to be probably more exciting than the election itself. A
star candidate in any right, former long-serving Surrey Mayor Dianne Watts is considered a lock for a cabinet position should Stephen Harper's Conservatives form government, something she says is a certainty. Known as a highly accessible politician, Watts, who is running for the Conservatives in the riding of South Surrey White Rock, said she hopes to keep the lines of communication open should she make it to Ottawa.
Well, one of the things that I was very clear about is around the accessibility and around really advocating and speaking on behalf of the residents in the city and, you know, frankly in the region. And so for me, it's really important that that doesn't change.
As a former BC Premier and federal Liberal cabinet minister, Ujjal Desange has seen the game up close at both federal and provincial levels. The learning curve between the two is steep, he said, and the challenges are big. As for the advice he offers those wanting to make the jump,
you know, I'd say go for it, but be aware that it poses different challenges and larger challenges. And if you were an MLA in BC in a particular area, you probably wouldn't think of the country. And when you're an MP, you not only, and if you ever happen to be in cabinet, you not only think of the country, you need to think of the province that you're in, and you need to think of the other provinces that you're impinging on in terms of the jurisdictions.
And also be sure to have some fun.
As and when it happens.